Bring your friends and your folks along down to the river and sing this song.
RiverFest, it's the best.
Hi, I'm Jean Clausen, the author and illustrator of Greenwise Kids. I have a new book out now called Water. Hope you enjoy it.
I'm Talented Tony.
I'm Marvelous Melissa. I'm Energetic Amelia.
I'm Joyful Jennifer.
I'm Remy. I'm Naturalist Natalie.
I'm Sensational Sophie.
I'm Adventurous Adele.
I'm Scientific Sam.
And we're the Greenwise Kids.
Hi, I'm Greenbean the Frog, and you can find me on every page of All Water and Greenwise Kids. There I am. I'm pretty well featured in every book, and I'll help you hop along to learn more interesting information.
When one tugs at a single thing in nature, he finds it's attached to the rest of the world. Greenwise Kids have mapped the way. Now smarter Earth kids are here to stay. A closer look at water. That's what this book will be. A closer look for you from me.
A jump in a pond, river or stream, ah is what the kids all scream. The first cool drink on a very hot day, ah is usually all we say.
The substance water, H2O, is much of what we're made of, you know? If not for water, what would I be? Why, water makes up 80% of me. Without water, would you be you? Are animals in the forest in need of water too? Whales in the ocean or owls in the trees? Monkeys in the jungle, just to name 3. Water is life, yes, it's true. Our bones, our brains, and muscles too need water daily through and through. The earth we live on is soggy too. It's made of water just like you. But with all of this wet, the water we drink is quickly going down the sink. Only a small amount is left to drink.
All right, so we're going to learn another fun fact that you would find right in the back of our interesting information. And this is a fun fact about elephants, one of my favorite animals, absolutely, which is that elephants, our dear friends, are made up of 70% water. This is true for most living beings, especially our mammals, but they're made up of 70% of water. So if our elephant didn't get his 70% of water, he wouldn't have his whole body. Right? That's an important thing to understand, that we are made up of as much water as our planet is. And so when we don't have the water we need, we can't grow. So our elephant, who drinks up to 26 gallons of water a day, he needs that water to become his whole self. He needs that water to help to grow his muscles, his 40,000 muscles that exist in his trunk alone, to slurp up that water to help him grow and be strong, much like all of you. We all need water too, right? As human beings, we're supposed to have upwards of 8 glasses of water a day. And that's because of that piece in the water cycle we learned about, transpiration. We let that water go, it becomes part of the environment, so we need to drink it and get more. Now, one fun fact about being here in Hudson, Wisconsin, is that you take in water through your skin by humidity, right? Because there's water always in the air. So we take that in, our skin drinks it in, our largest organ, and makes that part of our water system internally again. We all have these internal biomes, and we're all a part of the biomes that we live in. This is exciting stuff, and it's why water is important and something you should want to take care of.
The substance water is like no other. It drips and freezes, makes steam and fog. It can be dancing snowflakes that cover the earth and even the dog. Water flies up the chimney as steam. Ice skates glide on a frozen blue stream. Snowflakes surprise your tongue as you go. The wonders of water are many you know. Snowmen are a wonderful sight. Do you think they close their eyes at night? What percent of water are they? I guess 100%, you could say.
Happy Hazel and smiling Stella. Drops of water falling from the sky, water down my face and over my eye. Drips from my hat, hair, and nose, falls on shoulders, wets my clothes, dripping down over shoes and toes. Splash on a rock, a puddle I see, forming just under me, then runs down to the river and out to the sea. Water moves in a cycle, you see.
Hi, I want to talk to you a little bit about the water cycle. This is an important portion of our book that explains why water is so important, where it comes from, and how it's the greatest recycler of all time. We made this beautiful little water cycle poster that you can actually get right on our Facebook page that explains it, I think, really well, and this beautiful picture that matches it is right in your Water book. So if you're reading along, you can see it right there. But what we want you to understand is that water is the greatest recycler. All the water that's on Earth right now has always been on Earth. So it has the DNA of our ancestors, of polar bears from long ago. And it starts in our water system. So you can see right here that we can see that storm melt or runoff to rivers and streams is that first piece of where we visibly see water. But as the day heats up on these hot summer days here in Hudson, Wisconsin, that water starts to evaporate and it lifts off in a different form called a gas, and it collects up in the clouds in a form called condensation, right? So it sits in those clouds, and you've seen those big gray clouds that come in over the St. Croix River. When that happens and then it begins to rain, precipitation, we see water come back to its original form of water. That circle continues from precipitation to evaporation and then back down as it condenses in the atmosphere. There's also another piece of the water cycle we don't talk about very often, and that's called transpiration. And that's what happens as animals sweat, and as we as human beings sweat, we begin to transpire, and that also releases water back into our earth. So that's a little bit about the water cycle that you are a part of because you are made up of mostly water.
Water is life. That's what they say. But what will we do if it doesn't rain today? Next week? Or in a month or two? What if it rains only every year on you? What can I do, you quickly say? Look, it's raining outside today. There is plenty of water for all to drink, even if some goes down the sink. There will always be more water to drink. The water we drink today might have come from far away, perhaps a mountain top, a glacier, or bog, and maybe first tasted by a red or green frog. Water is very special, a reason to say, "Ah, water, I had some today." But not all water is for you to drink. Some water is frozen in glaciers, some salty in the sea, and not good to drink for you and me. Only 3% is fresh, but will it do? Less than 1% is left for me and you. Goodness, could this really be true?
All right, so we want to talk to you a little bit today about how much of our planet is made up of water. You see this big bucket? This bucket resembles the Earth. And our Earth is made up of 75% of water. It's a pretty big deal, right? And similar to our own bodies that we talked about a little earlier on this video, we are made up of that amount of water too. So it's important that we understand that we're just like the Earth. So the Earth is 75% water, we're 75% water, but of that 75% water, 97% of that 75% is salt water. It's not drinkable unless we desalinate it, and that's a big process, and we're left behind with all the salt. We can't eat that much salt on our French fries. So it's important that we also remember that of that same percent, only 3% of that 75% is fresh water. That's not much for you and I to drink when we need water to survive. And of that 3% of fresh water, Natalie, tell them the bad news.
Only 1% of the water is drinkable. So you need to make sure that you don't put dirty stuff into our water so that we can drink it.
That's right, with only 1% left of drinkable water because the other 2% of that fresh water has already been polluted, it's really important that you care too about your water system. Our St. Croix River drains all the way down to the Gulf of Mexico. So what we do here affects our entire ocean system that makes up the majority of that 75% of water. Your impact matters because every drop of water matters. And that's what we say here at Water.
It's about location, about where you are, about where is the water, how near, how far. Can you turn on a faucet and wash your hair, or must you walk miles for a very small fare? Do you pull up a bucket from deep below after standing in line for a day or so? Life is very different for some of you. Finding water can be hard to do. Your weather may be colder or warmer than mine. My water is easy to reach. Yours may be deep in a mine. But one thing I know is absolutely true. Inside, I'm exactly the same as you.
The largest amount of water we see is in the oceans around you and me. You may say, I'm far from any ocean. It's not near me. Whales and dolphins only jump on TV. The ocean is closer than you know. Your ocean connections is our rivers and streams. Even deep below the soil, water cuts deep seams. What we do in our home some miles away is the same as living in an ocean bay. Wow, you say. We are connected to the oceans in a very big way. Gosh, what did I throw on the ground today? What did I toss in a lake or drop or spray? Is a pelican wearing my plastic wrap? Is a sea turtle eating my dad's old golf hat? What can we do to change this now? Are we too late to help the sea? Can we still do it, you and me? I'll save a bucket of water. You save one too. It will matter if it's me plus you. If we all do a little, it may do. Imagine if we do more, and if you and you and you, the world will shine. I know this is true. Let's try it. Let's do it. Just me and all of you.
Lively Lacey. How exciting, how grand, what an adventure, you say. I think it's best if we all start today. Start brushing our teeth and bathing, you say? We can easily start today.
Hi, I'm with my friend naturalist Natalie. Hey Natalie, and we're gonna hold up these water jugs. We want you to know that every time you brush your teeth and you leave that water hose on that you turn on in your own bathroom, your sink faucet, that water hose that connects all the way down to the groundwater or a part of our water system here in Hudson, if you leave it on for even the amount of time that you brush your teeth, an average of about 3 minutes, this much water, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 gallons of water. Let's hold that up. That's even bigger than our friend naturalist Natalie. So it's important that you and naturalist Natalie too, that we remember to turn the water off when we brush our teeth.
Wait, this is not what to do. Sit in a corner or climb a tree? Let's all think this through, you and me, The earth is mostly water, you and I are too. We are both sloshy wonders, up and down and from side to side. The mixtures we are made of are a source of much pride.
Water is a precious wonder, and so are you. With less than 1% to drink, what can we do? We can make not a blunder, that is true. Water always flows downhill as it travels through. Put nothing in the water as it passes you, that you wouldn't drink when your day is through.
The earth is your home, it's now up to you. The difference we make can make our earth new. How can we live each day is the answer we need. It's now your turn, so you take the lead.
Hello, I'm Larry Clausen, and I wanted to recommend that you go to the back of the book, I'll Water, where you can find facts and information about water and how you can protect our resource.
Hi, I'm Michel Tigan, and one of the contributing authors to our Water book. For more information about Greenwise Kids, please check out our Facebook page. Follow us to learn more information about how you can help to protect our planet. You can also download our books on Apple iTunes. Both Water and Greenwise Kids are interactive and fun, and you can follow Greenbean all along the way. You can also check us out on our website at greenwisekids.org. Thanks for watching our book today, and we hope you really engage in how to make your world a better planet. Thanks.
Now bring your friends and your folks along.